All right, let's bring in political analyst Eric Ham in Washington, D.C. That is one of the biggest questions that has been debated, Eric. Does this help or hurt Donald Trump politically? What do you think?
Well, it certainly is helping him in the short term. We know that from his campaign, they've raised more than $7 million since the specter of this indictment was first approached. And now we know that he is the lone frontrunner in the Republican nomination process, separating himself by more than 20 points from his closest competitor, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. So, at least short term, Donald Trump is using this to maximum effect to not only showcase himself as still the titular head of the Republican Party, but at least right now and for now, he is seen as the lone person who could become the nominee heading into 2024.
I mean, there are many people in the United States who think that Donald Trump should be indicted for inciting violence on January 6, 2020, after he lost the election, an election, by the way, that he still contests. However, these charges here of allegedly paying $130,000 to Stormy Daniels could be a lot more cut and dry, a lot more black and white, right? So potentially more damaging.
Well, that's true. We still don't know what this indictment actually entails. We haven't seen the charges. All we know from our sources is that there are possibly 34 charges in the indictment. And also, too, if we want to get a sense of how this could actually play out, we could look at former presidential candidate John Edwards, who, of course, was charged with a very similar issue back when he was running for president. Of course, he was acquitted. But again, what we see here is Donald Trump's own fixer, Michael Cohen, went to prison for actually helping orchestrate this payment to Stormy Daniels. So it's unclear how this is going to play out. But this is just one of many cases. And of course, the issue of what's taking place with an investigation in Georgia, and of course, the special counsel looking at Donald Trump's attempts to abscond with national security documents, and of course, January 6th. Many believe that those cases could prove fatal, not only to Donald Trump's political career, but also for his ability to stay outside of prison.
Yeah, okay, so I'm glad you mentioned those other investigations, that he possibly mishandled classified documents, still under investigation. What about the investigation into the Trump organization, the Trump family's business dealings itself? Would Trump be insulated from that, or could that potentially go back even further for things like whether or not they paid taxes properly?
Well, we do know that the New York Attorney General, Letitia James, has filed a civil suit, a massive civil suit, more than $250 million suit against the Trump organization. And she's actually looking to shut it down. Now, if she is successful, that would be seen as a huge blow financially to Donald Trump. But the beauty of it is it keeps him out of prison. That's just a civil suit. But what we're seeing here is Donald Trump is enmeshed in at least 23 different legal situations right now, both criminal and civil. And all of this is going to continue to play out as he continues to run for president. And so it's unclear how this is going to shape out over the long term. But right now, Donald Trump is showcasing exactly why he was elected in 2016. Because unlike anyone else, at least on the right, Donald Trump knows how to use both the media and his issues, good or bad, to maximize his outreach with those who support him.
Yeah, it's been said many times, if you didn't do anything wrong, why did you pay $130,000 to an adult film star? What does the Trump camp say about that?
Well, Donald Trump says that it didn't happen. He says that there was no relationship, that he had not slept with this actress, and that whatever Michael Cohen did on his own. It was Michael Cohen going rogue. And that's, again, what many people are waiting to see, because while Michael Cohen certainly has his own reputational issues that he has to confront if, in fact, this issue goes to trial, this is still all going to hinge on the actual receipts in terms of what can the district attorney actually prove that Donald Trump did. And it's not a matter of proving whether or not Donald Trump had sex with a porn star or not. It's a matter of, did Donald Trump actually pay her, and did he use Did he file this very differently amongst his business interests? And that could prove potentially damaging for Donald Trump going forward.
Yeah, the grand jury talked to dozens and dozens of witnesses in this, right? All right, Eric Ham, great to talk to you.